Wayne Hills had a tough matchup last week against a very formidable Valley opponent. We were all there to call that one, and it came down to a final 7-0 score. Let's take a look at the highlights from last week. Valley taking on Hills in the crosstown rivalry. In the first quarter, Quinn drops back to pass and hits Matt to block over the middle into the Valley red zone, and Hills was knocking on the door. Quinn on the very next play goes back to the block, who makes the leaping catch into the end zone for the score, and Wayne Hills goes right on top. Take a look at the replay, as some people think the block dropped the ball, but it was ruled a catch, and it stood 7-0. Wayne Hills on top right away. Now into the second quarter, Nick to Manello, laying out Pete Savastano, going in untouched for the sack. Late in the second now, Savastano drops back to pass, intended for Anthony Varelli, but take a look. Brian Dowling might have trapped it to the ground. You be the judge. It's a close play, but Wayne Hills gets the ball with under a minute and a half to go. On the very next play, Mike Quinn, play action, dumps it off to Dowling, wide open in the flat with blockers in front of him. Dowling will weave through the Valley defense and get inside the 10-yard line before a touchdown-saving tackle is made by junior Greg Lanede. That would set up this Tim Divers 22-yard field goal try that goes wide left, and Hills heads into the locker room with just a 7-0 lead. To the second half now, late in the third quarter, Savastano rolling out on fourth down, and he's going to be sacked from behind by Steve Johnson. Huge play by Johnson, and he is pumped. Late in the third now, Dowling gets the handoff, bounces it to the outside, drags Anthony Varelli, who made the touchdown-saving tackle, inside the 30-yard line. Divers' 24-yard field goal is no good, his second miss of the night, and he is disgusted. Into the fourth quarter now. Midway through it, Savastano drops back to pass, hits Anthony Varelli on the deep bomb down the sideline, and it's going to be stripped away by Brian Dowling inside the Hills 20, picked up by Matt the block, who will cross the field and finally be taken down at his own 20-yard line. Huge turnover from the Hills defense. Now late in the fourth, less than 40 seconds to go, Savastano rolls to his left, throws what looks to be the game-tying touchdown. Valley celebrates. They think they tied it up at 7, but they're going to call Pete Savastano past the line of scrimmage. It'll come back, and Hills retains the lead. Now, with under 30 seconds to go, senior James D. Delectus with the huge sack, and that'll set up the final Hail Mary attempt for Valley. Savastano chucks it as deep as he can, and it's batted down by the Wayne Hills secondary, and Wayne Hills pulls out the thriller by a final score of 7-0.
That was definitely a great game, one that's going to go down in the record books. We all know it was the first time Valley versus Hills in the regular season, and it was definitely a low-scoring game, a lot lower than I expected in you. I think it was the clash of the defenses. Wayne Hills was lucky to definitely make it out of there with a W.
No question about it.
Now we're definitely going to throw it to Jordan and Anthony Scadillo. They're in the parking